Hi everyone and welcome to my new channel and my first video. I start off by moisturizing my face, then I'm taking my primer. This is a sample from Smashbox. Next my L'Oreal True Match foundation and a kabuki brush from Bare Minerals, and I work it in all over my face. You can slightly build this up to get the coverage that you want. I use a brush because it soaks up less foundation and blends flawlessly. But you can also use a sponge or your fingers, whatever you feel comfortable with. Just make sure there are no obvious lines. Now to cover the dark circles underneath my eyes, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm also going to put this all over my lid as a primer, preparing for my eyeshadows and make them last all night. Make sure that you get as close as possible to the lash line to prevent any redness. And you can also use a brush to blend this out, or a sponge will also work fine. To prevent the fallouts from the eyeshadows, I put on some translucent loose powder underneath my eyes, and you can apply this with a sponge also. And don't worry, we will brush it off when we're done with the shadows, and this powder will also leave a nice highlight underneath the eyes. With the eyes, I'm taking my Isadora eyeshadow palette with beautiful bronze shades. First using the lightest one and put it all over the eye area. The reason why I take this all the way up to my eyebrow is because I want to create a highlight effect to make my eye makeup stand out even more. Next, taking my eyeshadow brush from MAC, mixing these two shades and put it all over my lid. And I will also put this a bit above. Make sure to not drag the brush back and forward along your eyelid, because this will just take away the shadow. As you can see, I'm dabbing the brush onto my lid, now repeating the same on the other eye. Now taking the darkest shade to create the smoky eye effect, and put it like a V shape on the outer part of the eyelid. Make sure to keep the darkest color just on the outer part of the eye, because you want the other eyelid area to be bright. And make sure to blend it all out, because we don't want any harsh lines. And then repeat the same on the other eye. Now you don't have to do this, it's just a little trick to get more intensifying colorful eyeshadows. I'm using a little bit of water, and you can do the same with a fixing spray by spraying it onto your brush and then taking your eyeshadow and dab it onto your eyelid. Make sure to not take too much water, and you can do this with any eyeshadow or even with your pigments, and this will create a beautiful intense look, and it will also prolong the wear of your eyeshadow. And since we're creating a New Year's look, I think this will fit perfectly. Now taking the lightest shade again on your eyeshadow palette and put it on your inner corners. This will open up your eyes more and make them pop, and this will also give the illusion that your eyes are further apart if you have eyes that are close together. Now I want to refresh and build up the darkest shade just a little bit more, and I'm just taking it with my blending brush. Moving on to the eyeliner, you can choose to apply this with different types of brushes. Here you see an angle and a pointed brush. The best way is to try out and see what fits you most. I'm going to use the pointed brush from MAC. I'm using a gel liner, but you can choose the one that you feel comfortable with. There are also pencils and liquid liners. And if you find it hard to put on eyeliner, A trick is to rest your little finger on your cheek to steady your hand when using the brush. This will also give a precise application. Make sure to use a lot of short strokes when applying eyeliner because it's easier to work step by step and correct than just using one long stroke. Now you see the result. Now I'm going to tightline my upper lash line with the same gel liner. I dab the brush onto my lash line. This will give the illusion of fuller and thicker lashes, and it will also make your eyes look more defined and bigger. Next I'm lining my lower lash line, and you can also do this with a gel liner, but I'm using my eyeliner pencil. And last, taking the darkest shade again from the eyeshadow palette, I apply it all along underneath the lower lash line with my eyeshadow brush. And this to add more drama to the eyes and get more of the smoky eye effect. Just whip it slightly. And again, blend it all out. And next, curl your lashes. Using Maybelline Volume Express, I apply mascara to my upper lashes before I put on my fake lashes. And since we're done with our eyeshadows, I swoop away the loose powder underneath the eyes. Time for fake lashes. I'm going to apply my Duo eyelash glue, and taking your eyelash in the glue, put on a tiny bit along the lash line and wait for it to dry about 30 seconds. The glue has to feel sticky, and then it is ready to apply, otherwise it will not stick to your lash line. And here I'm back after put on my lashes. Now take your mascara again and just blend in the fake lashes with your own ones. And also put the mascara on your lower lashes. Now moving on to the eyebrows, take your brow brush and just brush it through. Eyebrows are very important because they frame your whole face, and I just started to use a brown gel liner for my brows and think that it works perfectly and gives me the result that I want. Having a good eyebrow shape that fits your face shape will make you look more polished even if you don't have much makeup on. It is important to brush through again because we want the natural finish, and again no harsh lines, and repeat the same on the other eyebrow. Going back to my face, I'm taking my bronzing powder and my flat brush to contour my face. And here you have to choose a bronzer without shimmer in it since we don't want these areas to stand out. I first put it underneath my cheekbones, and then I put it on the sides of my nose and also a bit under the nose. And next I'm moving on to the forehead. The contouring process depends on your face shape, and by contouring we bring back the parts that we don't want standing out, and I'll also put on a bit on my chin. Next, taking a small blending brush, I blend out all the harsh lines. And you can do this with a bigger brush, and also to contour you can use stick foundations, liquids, or even matte brown eyeshadows. I just go in with the same bronzer and blend out the lines with a bigger brush. Now taking my L'Oreal Glambronze and a blush brush, I just format my cheeks with the bronze shade. And next I'm going to put on the pink shimmery color. Now I take a smaller blush brush and put on a tiny bit on my blush from Sephora, and I just dab it in slightly. To highlight my face, I take this color with my finger. I put it on the middle of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and a bit along the lip line. This will make your lips look bigger. Taking my brush now with the same color, I highlight around my cheekbones to get a glowy skin. You can go with the same color underneath your eyebrows, but I've already done it with eyeshadow. And again, put it slightly, and if you sweep it away, this will just destroy makeup. And after some blending, I'm going to moisturize my lips, and I just put on Elisabeth Arden lip balm. This works perfectly for my extreme dry lips. Since I'm going to do darker lips, I first line my lips with a lip pencil, and this to get the precise shape. Now taking my Maybelline lipstick in the color Atomic Pink. I love this color. I apply it with a lipstick brush. Actually, this is an eyeshadow brush, but I think it works better for applying lipsticks. And remember that it is very important to get a precise shape when you put on darker lipsticks. Since it's going to stand out more, you want it to look nice. And after I'm satisfied with the shape, I go in without the brush to get more color. And you can do the whole lip with the brush too. Last but not least, I'm taking my Mega Wet Lip Gloss from Isadora. This is a lovely shimmery color, and I just take a tiny bit and put it on my lips. And ta-da! Here's the finished New Year's Eve look. Hope you liked my first video and don't mind some mistakes and some technical problems. I wish you all a happy new year and hope that it brings you lots of joy and happiness. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!